I've been blessed with having a lot of mentors, those that I've chosen and those that chose me. I was blessed to be surrounded by people like Bernie Bush, who charted a path for me in terms of community involvement.
I always think of my Aunt Lucille, who was a maternal aunt. We called her Aunt Seal, and she always taught us that hard work can be coupled with humility and a sense of servitude.
My uncle, Cradock B. Banks, he served as a member of the Legislative Assembly for over 30 years, and I just remember as a child, on Sundays we would get together and the family would tell stories, and I just remember him being a very humorous, no-nonsense kind of guy. And as I got older, I realized, as I learned more about him as I got older, I realized how inspirational he was.
I had a nanny, Miss Eddie. She was actually a very genuine person, and since we didn't have a grandmother, she was like our own grandmother.
Andrea Bryan, she has always been a sustaining influence in my life. She was encouraging, she was firm but fair, and I think that is what any young person needs growing up. Someone to listen to them, someone to give them gentle guidance, someone to help chart the course of that rush of water of energy that moves through a young person. Not necessarily to say absolutely yes or absolutely no, but just someone to give gentle guidance, to be there, to listen to that person and to help them make decisions as they go through life.
I really enjoyed my childhood growing up here in Cayman, and I remember at times perhaps we were up to a bit of mischief, and we didn't have phones then, but somehow the message got to my parents usually before I returned home, and I was surprised at sometimes with you know, how that information moves so quickly. They spoke about it as the coconut telegraph, you know.
We grew up with that sort of neighborhood policing, if you will. If we went out and a person thought we were doing something wrong, no matter how old we were adults at the time, they'd still come report us back to our parents. And then we would have to deal with the consequences of that. So maybe we need more of that, and Cayman probably a little bit safer and a better place.
It's so unfortunate for kids today growing up in the environment that has changed so much.
It does take a village to raise a child. I know that's a saying that's used quite often, but it's very true. We need all kinds of positive influences in our life to help mold us to be the best we can be.
If one person touches one more, we tend to see that broader effect throughout the community.
Be the best you can be, because young people are watching. Be a role model for them to see how you act, how you behave, how you deal with the situation, and then they can then choose you.